Mind your business. Now mind your business, piece of shit. That's right, dude. I'm not even a soloist, but yeah, you ain't got no motherfucker as tasty and as versatile as me. I belong playing rhythm for I'm thinking of Megadeth this morning. I should be playing rhythm guitar for that. That's more my skill level. And how could you forget the first time you heard Cemetery Gates? I'll never forget it. WVCR, man, Loudonville. Before there was any, before there was any of that '90s shit, there was 1990 and '91 and '92 were good years for metal. Metal was closing its doors. I don't like calling it metal though. I never did, but it is. It's heavy metal. I'll never forget the first time I heard Cemetery Gates. It was the most beautiful song I ever heard. I wanted the beginning part to go on forever, and they played it over WVCR Loudonville, and then immediately we took out a cassette, dubbed it, and then immediately we started to try to transcribe it. It's fairly complicated back then, but we got most of it. Then came Vulgar Display of Power. How could you ever forget? It was. How could you ever forget the first time you heard Vulgar Display of Power? It was. It set a trend for all records after it to try to sound like that. The plastic beater on the kick drum head. The yeah, Vinnie Paul and fucking Phil Anselmo. I mean, how roid rage, angry. That's how I feel every day. I feel like I feel like those are my lyrics. I feel like that was written for me. Most most regular people would say that it's hard. Any streetwise son of a bitch knows. Don't fuck with this. When I first heard that, when I was that's what I wanted to be, and I used to practice in the mirror, try to be like Phil, but now I am, and now I can say those words with full authority and full gravity. Most regular people would say that it's hard. Any streetwise son of a bitch knows. Don't fuck with this. How can you forget that? Why are you dragging Courtney into it? Titty jobs with fucking big titty Courtney. Titties pressed together on the couch, tongue out. That's my immediate future. I see that in the future. Glazed, shiny, hard nipples. Shirt pulled right the fuck up. Covered face too. Because the edge of my dick. She let me go for an hour. So when I unloaded, it was the floodgates open. She was a douse bitch. I love that little girl. I'm gonna fuck her. I can't wait. You just worry about yourself, Courtney. There's no other one like you. No one can rival your shit. No one can rival that titty job I'm gonna get. Oh, Zoe. I love Zoe. That's the greatest radio station ever. When I think about Zoe, I think about taking drugs. Just ever long titty jobs between those beautiful fucking titties. Tongue out. She don't gotta do shit. Just stay there and look beautiful. I wanna fuck that bird. I'm sick of looking at her. 30 fucking years. Sink my dick in it. And I don't care about it. I know that I don't. She wants this dick. That's all I fucking know. And she's gonna get this. She's getting that face glazed. Oh my god. Look what I did to Miss World. My little girl. I should have been hitting that back in fucking 92. I should have been lacing into that puss. In her little flimsy dress. Pull those panties down. Just like I like, right above the knees. Pound that Courtney Love ass. She turned around and caught it. Splattered it. That made my dick hard today. My dick hasn't moved in weeks. When I seen those titties pressed together like that, holy shit. Hit the fucking couch too. Sprayed everything. That's what I'm doing. And she loves it. And the ultimate authority on the 90s was, I still think it was, even though they came at the tail end of the 80s, was definitely Jane's Addiction. Porno for Pyro's first record was okay, but the gravity and the power of Pets made it worth getting. Good God's Urge is still to this day absolutely beautiful, and it brings me back instantly. Going back to, when did that come out? I could have sworn we were listening to that during 9/11. I don't think it's that old yet though, but I could have sworn on 9/11 that's what we did that day with the news on in the background, and we, because it was brand new. Rich brought it over, and we fell in love with it. Andrew was there. We were recording hip hop tracks. Even he liked it. He's like, "What is this?" And we told him, this is a guy from our day. His name's Perry Farrell. He used to be in a band called Jane's Addiction. We gave him the whole story, and he loved it. And we all used to sing Bali at Cowie. That record could make me cry. So some of those songs, if you're drinking, I love that. And Tahitian Moon, I like too, for some weird reason. And I remember Ted came over that week too, and he was asking us. He's like, "You listening to Perry Farrell?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is his new record." And you listen to the whole thing, and we're smoking bongs. And he's like, "I really like this one too." I'm like, "Yeah, I knew it. There's something about this. Perry Farrell's the best." He needs new songs. If he said he's having, somebody said he's having trouble singing the shit. Anybody would. That's extremely high back then. He was an extremely high singer. Just put him down in a lower range, and he's good to go. But you need some motherfuckers to write songs. As long as he can talk, he's got a beautiful musical fucking voice. Yeah, it's impossible trying to do nostalgia from your 20s when you're 50 some years old at that point. All the pressure's on the singer. Everybody goes through it. Fucking uh, Axl Rose, you know. And it's like if you guys just, that's what I was saying about Axl. If you just start writing shit in his new range, you're good to go. But that's really the trick, isn't it? You're not gonna replicate lightning in a bottle like Sweet Child of Mine or Paradise City again. But you can try. And it's great because people love that. They're trying to do shit in the original key. It's like that was hard when we did it, when we recorded it the first time, I bet. Perry Farrell, Dave Navarro. Fucking Perry fucking Farrell. Lollapalooza was I'd say I've been to a lot of shows before that with my father. I'd been to quite a few shows. But the first one that really meant anything to me that I went alone to, I told you a million times, but somebody asked me, it was Lollapalooza. And I'll never forget it. It was an all-star extravaganza that lasted all day. I got to see, I'm trying to remember who's on the bill. So I think it was, there was a lot of bands on the bill. It was Living Color, Jane's Addiction, Susie and the Banshees, Ministry. I think Ice T. I can't, or we might have seen him later. The Body Count. I think maybe. Who else was? I want to say Nine Inch Nails, but I don't think they were there. I don't remember, but I remember it was the greatest show ever. I mean, I could tell the same story forever about it. That's how great it was. And it was the first one. It was before Ozfest. It was before all the other Lollapaloozas. It was before that Woodstock shit. No, Lolla fucking Palooza. It started out as a day everybody came prepared on the lawn. I had lawn seats, but I snuck down with ease to the front row. For Living Color, I did. I had to jump over a bunch of seats and people. And I still have a recording of it on cassette somewhere of them playing. They were super good that day. But it was, and then by the end of the night, there was just bodies and people going around with smelling salts trying to rouse all these fucked up people. There was, does anybody remember that? There was tanks of fucking, that you can get a hit of. They were selling, I forget some kind of shit. There was drugs everywhere. It was fucking great. We got assaulted by a marshmallow storm. People at the top of the hill were throwing bags and bags and bags of marshmallow down at us, and we were seeing them fly over. We thought it was ice because everybody had coolers. I'm like, these motherfuckers are throwing ice blocks at us, and I was there with my buddy Jay. Jay's like, oh my god, So we start ducking and shit, and they're marshmallows. They're just bouncing off our fucking head. It was all hippie the fuck out. It was beautiful. Let's pull the panties off little Courtney. Oh my god. I'm a do it. I'm a jack of all trades, man. I play every instrument, and I try to play each one to the best of my ability. Very, very versatile. Very tasty. One of a kind. Thank you, dude, for telling me that. That means a lot to me. You start to lose sight on who the fuck you are after 10 years. I'm coming inside that fucking hole, all of them. And I want to do that fucking soon. And my little Francis girl needs it badly. Just have this goddamn baby. That's all. I'll take care of it. It'll be a beautiful baby. Perry's got that gypsy vibe, and I don't even know if he knew what he was doing back then. With the classic girl with the fiddle in the beginning, that's gypsy fiddle. That's how gypsies play. That's what it's called. That Romanian vibe. He also did it with King Z, which is just it's it's one of my all time favorite fucking songs. I've never heard a song like that. That French Parisian gypsy and that Romanian gypsy style. I don't know where he's getting that. Where did he get that? You know, that shit is folk music and it's seldom recorded. That method of playing. I don't think it was classic girl. It was like smacking yourself in the face. It was off a ritual. Nobody sounds like that. Those are innovators. They're not just rock bands. There's differences. They're innovators. Skateboarding culture has given us such great bands. The Red Hot Chili Peppers, the Misfits, Jane's Addiction. You know, those kind of bands. I need to spray nuts in that tonight.